the last 3 months, because of COVID-19, schools have been shut. I hope that these materials that we present today will be beneficial to students in their final year of secondary or high school.
Hi everyone, welcome to today's mathematics class. I'm going to be taking you on the numerical example on sine and cosine formula. If you remember, in our previous lecture, we discussed about the Pythagoras theorem, we discussed about the sine formula, and I also discussed about the cosine formula, where I told you that whenever you want to calculate anything that has to do with height and distance, angle of elevation and depression, you need all these formulas. Now, in our previous lecture, I also let you know that the sine formula is being deduced, and likewise the cosine formula, they have been deduced from the obtuse triangle and the acute triangle. But today I'm going to be taking you through some numerical examples. Let's look about the numerical examples on sine formula. Sine formula is being derived and is being deduced as sine angle A over side A equal to sine of angle B over side B, which is also equal to sine of angle C over the side C. Or it can be side A over sine of angle A equal to side B over sine of angle B, which is also equal to side C over sine of angle C. Now, looking at the numerical example, which I tag as example 1, which states that in triangle ABC, if angle A is 38 degrees, angle B is 27 degrees, and side B is 17 meters, we were asked to find the side A and side C. Now, look at the diagrammatic illustration of the question given to us. Whenever you see any question of this form, please try and translate it using a diagrammatic illustration so that they will know that what you are doing, you really know it very well. Now, if you look at the diagrammatic illustration there, our angle B is been there as 27 degrees, our angle A is been there as 38 degrees, but angle C is not given. But to find the side A, we're going to make use of what? The sine formula, which is sine A over side A equal to sine of angle B over the side of B. Remember that our angle A is being given as 38 degrees, which we're going to substitute as sine 38 degrees over the side A, which is what we're looking for, is unknown, equal to sine of angle B, and our angle B is what? 27 degrees. Over the side B, which is 17 meters. So here we're going to do what? Cross multiply. If we cross multiply, that simply means the side A that we're looking for will multiply the sine of angle B, which is 27 degrees, which is A multiplied by sine 27 degrees, which is going to be equal to 17 multiplied by sine 38 degrees. So you know that we're looking for our side A, which will make us to do what? To make A as the subject of the relation by dividing all through by sine 27 degrees, which is what we have here. If we multiply 17 by sine 38, we're going to have 10.4662 over sine of 27 is 0.4540, which if we divide 10.4662 divided by 0.4540, we're going to have 23.05 meter, which makes our side A to be equal to 23.05 meter. Now, we need to look for what? Our side C. Recall that in our triangle, we don't know the side C and we also don't know the angle C, which simply means for us to find the side C, it will be very, very difficult for us, because if you don't know the angle of that particular side, and as well you don't know the side of the angle, that simply means you cannot make use of what? Sine formula. You have to know whether the angle or the side for you to make use of the sine formula. That simply means we have to find the angle, because the two other angles is being given, which we're going to make use of what? The sum of the angle in a triangle to be what? 180 degree. We're going to sum angle A plus the angle B plus the angle C, which will now give us 180 degree. Then we are now going to make use of angle C as the subject of the relation, which is what we have done here. That is A plus B plus C equal to 180 degrees. That is, angle A is 38 degrees plus the angle B, which is 27 degrees, plus the angle C that is unknown. Then we're not going to make angle C as the subject of the formula. So that simply means 180 degrees minus the sum of 38 plus 27, which we are now going to have as 180 minus 65 degree, which is going to give us 115 degrees. So angle C is 115 degree. That simply means it's very easy for us now to find our angle C by making use of the sine formula. That is, sine B, that is sine of angle B over side B, equal to sine of angle C over side C, which is what? Sine 27 degrees over 17 equal to sine 115 degrees over side C. If we cross multiply, side C will multiply sine of angle 27 degree, which is the sine of the angle B, equal to 17 multiplied by sine 115. You know that we're looking for the side C, which means that we're going to divide all through by the sine of 27. That is what we did here in order for us to get the side C. That is 17 multiplied by sine 115 degree divided by sine 27 degree. And that will give us 17 multiplied by sine 115 will give us 15.4072 divided by sine of 27 is 0.4540, which will now give us 33.94 meters. That is why our side C is 33.94 meters. Now let us look at another example. In this example, they gave us in triangle ABC, if side A is 22 meter and they gave us angle B to be 45 degree and they gave us angle C to be 54 degree, we have to find side B and side C. Note that, and I want you to understand this, that whenever you want to make use of sine formula, two angles, if it is being given, and one side must be known. That is, or two sides and the angle opposite to one of them must be given. That is, non-included angle. You cannot make use of what? The sine formula. Because if you look at this question, we were given angle B, we were given angle C, and we were asked to find side B and side C. You know that we were not given the side B, neither we were not given the what? The side C. It will be very difficult for us to find the side B and also side C, because this angle is being given and the side is not given. And even this side is given, it will be very easy for us to calculate the side C. But since the side A is being given and we know the two angles in the triangle, that simply means we are going to make use of the what? The sum of the angles in a triangle to be 180 degree in order for us to get our angle A, which is what we have already done here. We sum the angle B and the angle C together and take it away from the 180 degree in order for us to get our angle A. And if you do that, we are going to get your angle A to be 81 degree. So then you are now going to make use of what? The sine rule or the sine formula. And for us to find our side B, which is this side, remember we have already known our angle A to be 81 degree. That will now be sine A over side A equal to sine of the angle B over the side B. So if we substitute all those angles, that is 81 to the angle A and the side A to be 22, likewise angle B, which is 45, and the side B, which is unknown. So we're going to cross multiply and follow what we just did just now. If we cross multiply, we're going to have all these, and at the end of the day we're going to divide all through by sine 81 because we're looking for the side B. So by the time we divide it, we're going to have 15.75 meter, which our side B is going to be what? 15.75 meter. Now we're going to look at our side C. We are still going to do the same thing. Is either we make use of sine A over A equal to sine C over C, or we make use of sine B over B, but that is the side B, equal to sine C over C. So now we are making use of sine A over A equal to sine C over C. That is the reason why our angle is 81 degree, which is what we have already calculated, over 22, which is side A, equal to sine 54. 54 is the angle C over the side C that we're looking for. So if we cross multiply, we'll make C as the subject of the formula. And at the end of the day, we're going to have 18.02 meter. So that is why our side C is equal to 18.02 meter. So let's go to the example 3. In the example 3, they gave us, they said side B, angle B to be equal to 80 degrees 27 minutes. Whenever you see anything prime in a degree like this, it means it is in minutes, 27 minutes. And side B is 11.9 centimeter, while side C is 10.8 centimeter. They said we should find side A, angle C, and angle A. Now at this point, the angle B is 80 degrees 27 minutes. First and foremost, you are going to convert that minute back to degrees. And how are you going to do that? The minute that is being given in the body of the question, we are going to divide it by 60 in order to convert it to what? To degrees. And if we divide that 27 that is a minute by 60, we are going to have 0.45 degrees. Now we're going to sum that 0.45 degrees to the 80 degrees that is already there, which is now going to give us 80.45 degrees. Now it's going to be very easy for us to find our what? Angle C, because we know angle B, we know the side B, we know our side C, but we don't know our angle C. That's the reason why we're going to make use of the sine formula, which states that sine of angle B over side B equal to sine of angle C over the side C, which we're not going to have by the time we substitute all those angles there on the side. We're going to have sine 80.45 degree over 11.9 equal to sine C, because we don't know our angle C, over the side C, which is 10.8. If you cross multiply, we're going to have what we have here, 11.9 times sine C equal to 10.8 times sine 80.45 degrees. So we divide out through by 11.9 because we are looking for the angle C by making the sine C as the subject of the relation. And at the end of the day, we're going to have is 0.8950. That means sine C equal to 0.8950. Then we'll now take the sine inverse of both sides, as we're going to have 63.51 degrees. That means our angle C is equal to 63.51 degrees. Since we have already known the angle C to be 63.51 degree, we know that the totality of the angle in a triangle is 180 degrees, which means we are going to sum angle B, sum angle C, and less it from 180 degree to get our angle A. That is what we do here in order for us to get angle A to be 36.04 degrees. Now to find the side A using the same sine formula, we're going to make use of sine angle A over side A equal to sine of angle B over side B. Now sine 36.04 degrees over side A equal to sine of 80.45 degrees over 10.8, because our angle B is 80.45 and our angle A is 36.04 degrees. If you cross multiply, our side A will multiply sine 80.45 degrees, which will be equal to 10.8 times sine 36.04 degrees. We are now going to divide all through by sine 80.45 degrees, which makes our sine A to give us 6.44, and that means our side A will be equal to 6.44 centimeter. Please, I want you to try this exercise in order for you to know that all these questions are very, very simple. They are not going to be giving you any headache if you follow what we just did now. Now, let's go to the cosine formula. In cosine formula, you know that whenever you want to calculate cosine formula, you have to do what? Is either you make use of your side A, your side B, your side C, that is if you are looking for the side. And if you are looking for the angle, you are still going to make the angles as the subject of the relation. Now, let's look at these examples. This example states that in a triangle ABC, if angle A is 63 degrees and side B is 23 centimeter, while side C is 13 centimeter. They said we should find angle B, C, and side A. Now, in this diagrammatic illustration, we know the included angle of the side B and side C. That simply means we cannot make use of sine formula in order to find side A. We have to make use of cosine formula, because in cosine formula, our side A is A squared equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC multiplied by cos A. Now, what we are not going to do now is that we are not going to multiply all through. That is, A squared equal to 23 squared plus 13 squared minus 2 times 23 times 13 multiplied by cos 63 degrees, which will be equal to, our 23 squared is going to give us what? Don't forget, our side B is what? 23, and our side C is 13. So 23 squared is 529, and 13 squared is 169, minus, if we multiply 2 by 23 by 13, we're going to have cos 63, multiplied by cos 63 degrees. We're not going to have 23 squared is going to give us 529 plus 169 minus 500 minus 598 multiplied by cos 63 degrees. So if we sum 529 plus 169, we're going to have 698. Then minus, if we multiply 598 by cos 63 degrees, we're going to have 271.49. That means A squared is equal to 426.59. Then we have to take the square root of both sides. The square root of A squared is A. The square root of 426.51 is 20.65 centimeter. Now, to find the angle B, that simply means we are not going to make use of sine formula, because we are looking for the angle B. Now, that simply means sine A over A equal to sine B over B, which is what? You substitute your angle A, you substitute your angle B. Then we are not going to have what we have here, which is sine 63 over 20.65 equal to sine B over 23. Then we'll cross multiply. After cross multiply, we're going to make sine B as the subject of the relation, which we are not going to get is 0.99224. Therefore, that means our sine B is equal to 0.9924. That means we are not going to take the sine inverse of both sides. If we take the sine inverse of sine B, we're going to have angle B. And we're going to take the sine inverse of 0.9924, which we're going to have 82.93 degrees. So that simply means if you convert this angle to the nearest degree, we're going to have 83 degrees. So please, and you know that for us to find the angle C, because we have already known our angle A and we know our angle B, that simply means the sum of the triangles, the sum of the angle in a triangle will give you 180 degrees. And if you now sum angle A with angle B and less it from 180 degree, we are going to have our angle C, which is what we have done here. So which simply means you are going to try this exercise in order to see that cosine formula, its application is very easy. If you look at what we just did now and you look at what you are going to solve right now, you see that they are just similar and there is no any problem whenever you are tackling this exercise. So please, I hope that you understand what is being taught so far. So please, I wish you the very best, and I'll be hoping to see you in the next class. Thank you very much. God bless.